Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and today I'll be talking through the massive update, the USA World update that has been brought to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's going to be a good one guys, stay tuned. Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and as I said, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about the USA World Update 2 for Microsoft Flight Simulator and it's greatly improved the game, I have to say. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, but now let's get into this update explained video. So there's 4 brand new airports that have been redone into more handcrafted airports in Microsoft Flight Simulator. These are Atlanta International, Friday Harbor, which FSX players will remember, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and New York Stewart Airport. On top of this, there's brand new points of interest such as Chimney Rock, Capitol Building in Washington DC, the US Grant Building, Fort Knox, Yosemite El Capitan, Hoover Dam, Alcatraz, Pearl Harbor and the Airport Graveyard in Tucson. Certainly a great update for all American fans and all those in America. They've brought some breathtaking points of interest to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I won't lie, my initial experience with this update hasn't been great. There's been one crash already, which in the 40-50 minutes of me playing on it isn't great, but I think we kind of have to get used to that at the moment with Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not great, it is pretty rubbish. But it seems like whenever we get an update come out, that's what happens. It normally occurs to me when I exit from the sim back to main menu, that's why I'm here now. Aside from that, it's pretty positive, I can't lie, performance certainly has been increased. You can see we've got the new East Coast USA tour here. You can see we've got Alaska to Kerlick Lake. Now this update was pretty hefty, it was around 15 gigabytes like I predicted, and you can see we've got a massive array of brand new points of interest and new airports on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alaska has been pretty deserted, I'm not going to lie. We've actually got the Kennedy Space Center, which was an add-on quite a while back, so that's quite nice. Now, while crashes aren't great, I can't lie, it certainly makes up for it in places like this. I mean, look at the Hoover Dam, it looks absolutely fantastic, I cannot lie. On top of that, loading times have certainly decreased, like I said. It results in a much smoother flight simulator experience, I can't lie. This update has done wonders for my performance personally. So aside from the 4 new American handcrafted airports to over 50 points of interest, we've also got plenty of fixes. Now let's work into them. So we've got several crashes were fixed to improve overall stability of the title. Now for me, this hasn't solved all these problems, it's solved quite a few, but I've now got crashes in different places. Loading times don't crash as much anymore, but it would appear that pressing main menu can cause crashes sometimes, so keep an eye out for that one guys. On top of this guys, let me remind you that some add-ons might not work with Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment, especially the Airbus A320 by fly-by-wire. That just doesn't seem to be very compatible with new updates. There's been optimization of photogrammetry loading. Yep, I've seen that, I can agree with that one. It's a lot smoother and a lot less stuttery as well. Saying that, there was a stutter there, but we'll ignore that. Online air traffic are now properly removed at a long distance. This is great because it saves a lot of CPU space, I believe. They have improved the performance of the simulator, I can't deny. My FPS seems to be up in every aircraft, certainly less stutters. And of course, America looks absolutely amazing. It was pretty good to start out with, to be honest guys, but they've pulled off an amazing job here, it looks absolutely stunning. Moving on to aircraft, general handling, flight model and autopilot fixes have all been implemented. Basically, they've sorted a lot of problems out in all the aircraft. Now, I haven't had a lot of time to test out the autopilot, but the flight model in most aircraft feels a lot smoother, I have to say. I've tried out the 747, the 787 and the Cessna that I'm in now, and they all seem to have pretty much improved. Moving into more airliner specifics, the Boeing 747-8 and A320neo have had fuel consumption issues resolved, as well as yaw oscillation being reduced in the A320neo. Not an issue I experienced personally too much, unless on autopilot, but it's nice that we've now got it. Moving into general aviation aircraft fixes, there's numerous, such as in the Virus, they've fixed the cruise speed. Basically it was too slow, and now they've made it go quicker. Pretty good idea to be fair. I don't fly this aircraft too often, but I'd imagine if you do, that's a great fix for you. Now, a great fix that I'm actually using right now is the 5% more elevator authority in the 152. Now, I did have bugs in the 152 with it not being able to take off and just stalling after takeoff, and it seems to have solved this problem. Don't know what they've done here. They say they gave the elevator more power basically, and it seems to have sorted out my problems. There's plenty of fixes on the extra 330 LT, such as engine reactivity increased, as well as some fixes in the Cessna Caravan, fixing the invisible spoiler. They've also adjusted the Garmin glass cockpit, adding a visual notification on the primary flight display when deactivating autopilot. On top of that, the flight director is now automatically turned on and can't be turned off when autopilot is enabled. Moving on to user interface, they fixed input feedback on some devices and the livery name should now be correctly displayed in menus. On top of this, they've sorted out some freezes in the menu, such as switching from online to offline. And they fixed some behaviours resulting in having the world map search not responding. On top of this, input-wise, the Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant has been integrated into Microsoft Flight Simulator, better basically, and the CH Throttle, Flight Stick and Combat Stick have all been added. And a fantastic feature they fixed for me, you guys might not be so worried about it, but basically there's a logbook, and this logbook had some good issues with quite a few of my flights. Basically it wouldn't show my full flights, it would just show them in the area of an airport I'm not actually at. They seem to have solved this bug, and I can confirm this glitch has been solved for me. I have to say night lighting looks better, it just looks more like night. I can't really say much here, it doesn't say anything about it on the website or in the patch notes, but it does look better. Sky looks a slight bit bluer, it looks a lot nicer in my opinion. On top of this, world update wise, they've made street lights more random on smaller streets. This means you don't have a massive array of lights. And that wraps up most of the fixes for Microsoft Flight Simulator in this update. So we've had autopilot fixes, flight model fixes, lighting fixes, and a lot more. On top of that, we've had 50 new points of interest all around America and all those beautiful airports. I'm going to let you guys go explore. I'm going to give this a pretty good rating update wise. It solved a lot of performance issues for me, but there is a few crashes to desktop when I press the main menu button. It doesn't happen all the time, it's quite rare for me, but it's happened already once, so that's not great there. There is another update explained video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. We've actually got an aircraft in the back there, that's quite cool. Thanks to all my captains as always. If you enjoyed and would like to find out how to become a captain, join my Discord, the link is in the description. Thanks for watching. The USA World Update certainly looks fantastic. Tell me your opinions on it down below. Have a great day guys, bye bye.